Our next presenter is Kimberly Dolphin. She is a fourth-year student, PhD student in biology, and she knew she wanted to study biology when her undergraduate professor told her that there was a career out there where you could get paid to play outside and watch animals do things. And now she's getting to do that and looking at those animals' brains. The title of her presentation is Why Can't He Take a Hint? The Evolution and Mechanisms of Male Guppy Mating Strategies.
All right, let me set the stage for you. You're at a bar, you're hanging out with all of your friends, you're chatting, and then you go foraging for some more drinks. While you're foraging, some other person comes up and tries to start talking to you. And you're polite at first, but then you're trying to make it more and more clear that you're just not interested in this. And this person is not taking a hint, and so it just gets to the point where you have to yell, "What in your right mind would make you keep doing this?" It turns out that female guppies have the same problem. Male guppies are extremely persistent in their attempts to mate with female guppies. They even deploy multiple behavioral strategies to get to this goal. So when you're having multiple strategies, you have to make decisions between these things. These little males are using their brains in order to make these decisions. So look at your pinky nail. These brains are smaller than that. So these booger-sized computers are integrating information from their entire environment in order to inform these different behaviors. You would expect that some of this information should include female responses. However, my research is actually showing that the developmental experiences, or these experiences that males are getting while they're growing up, is influencing not only whether or not the male is even paying attention to the female, but also his responses when he does pay attention to the female. So you may be asking, all right, well, if it's not the female cues that are influencing these decisions, what could it be? Well, spoiler alert, it's actually the interaction of multiple timescales that are biasing these different behaviors. So it's to the point where the evolution of these behavioral strategies are tightly linked to the amount of predation pressure that these males experience in their ancestry. So males from populations that have actually experienced very little predator cues have really high overall neural activation when they do eventually experience those predators, compared to males who are from populations that are much more used to always getting eaten. So different neural activation leads to different behaviors. So my research is actually working at this intersection of evolution, animal behavior, and neuroscience to help us understand why are males doing what they're doing. And as I've said, it's the interaction of all three of these timescales, so ancestry, development, and the present time, that are creating these weird behavioral patterns that just make you want to scream, what in your right mind would make you do this? So the next time that you're talking to somebody and you just are so frustrated because they can't take a hint and you have no idea where they're coming from, just remember that all of us also have different backgrounds and that are interacting to also create differences in our behaviors today. Thank you.